We want to convince you, first, that you are vibration. Second, that you have control of the vibration that you offer. But most important, we don't want you ever to attempt control of your vibration from outside the vortex. It's more work than anyone should have to offer. Instead, we want you to lay low in awareness of when you might be in there. And then when you're in there, I'm in the vortex. What should I do with it? It's like finding $1 million in my pocket. What should I do with it right now? Oh, I'm out. But the more often you are aware that you are there, the more you will begin to seek out those thoughts that you thought while you were there. The more you will begin to make the correlation between what took you there, what kept you there, what holds you there, what spits you out. In other words, you begin to deliberately and consciously acknowledge your own personal state of attraction, your point of attraction, because no one is ever doing anything to you. Everything that is coming to you, everything that you're experiencing as a result of your point of attraction, and the reason your point of attraction is where it is in any point in time is only because you've practiced it there. So it doesn't matter how long you've been mostly out of the vortex. You could spend 30 days being mostly in the vortex and your world would change forever. Do you know that in 30 days of conscious awareness of how you feel, with a willingness, with a sort of interest in whether you're in the vortex or not, with a willingness to milk it, Jerry and Esther sometimes will get into a mode or a mood. They'll be somewhere where it is just such a delicious moment in time that they will just together milk the moment as long as they can. What is it about this moment that feels so good? They go on and on and on. Anyone listening in from outside the vortex would vomit, really. It's just ridiculous to anyone not in the vortex how they're milking it. But the advantage of it to them is that it causes them to set a vibrational set point that makes it easier to remain there, so that law of attraction must treat them well. Law of attraction will bring to you the cooperative components of the vibrational set point that you've established, and you have the ability to set that set point anywhere that you want to set that set point, on abundance and wellness and vitality and love and joy and appreciation and abundance and clarity and stamina and vitality. You can set it there. You just got to find snatches of it and practice, snatches of it and practice, snatches of it and practice. You can't practice the other side of the wave and receive the vortex benefit of the side of the wave that you want. In other words, you've got to practice the frequency that allows you to feel and to see and to interpret life on that vibrational wavelength. Do you know? You drive down the freeways, you walk down the streets, you live in the cities with people at all different set points. And you think, oh, we live in the same town. No, you don't. There are as many different towns as there are vibrational set points. And you are the creator of your own vibrational set point. You can set it anywhere you want it, and you can maintain it, and it will constantly improve if you want it to. Well, now you know everything we know. And there's nothing to do but practice. In other words, that's all there is to it. We encourage you to bask your way to sleep every night. Bask your way to sleep, because if you go to sleep in the vortex, you will wake up in the vortex. If you go to sleep worrying about something, you'll wake up in that same vibrational frequency. So the more you practice the in the vortex vibration, the more your point of attraction will be that, and then the more the evidence will be shown to you. And it's an interesting thing, because the better you feel, the better your set point, the better your set point, the better you attract. The better you attract, the better you observe, the better you observe, the better you feel. The better you feel, the better you attract, the better you attract, the better you create, the better you create, the better you feel, the better you feel, the better you attract. The better you attract, the better you create. In other words, it just becomes that way. But we don't want you to fall back into the pattern of needing to observe good things in order to feel good. That's the trap. You've got to be able to feel in spite of, no matter what is going on. We want to show you how you can release the disease of what is itis. We want to show you how you can disregard the what isness of your reality while you observe the real what isness of your vibrational reality. That's really the work that we have here today. We want this vibrational reality to become so vivid and so real for you that you will accept it as the reality that it is, as the precursor of all that you consider to be manifested. But even more than that, we want you to know that this vibrational reality, this vortex of creation, is present tense. And it's the only present tense. Because it's who you were before you were born, yes, makes it sound past tense. And it's who you were as you're here in this physical body, still makes it sound past tense. But it isn't past tense because it is the holder of everything that you have just become. This is the leading edge. This is the vibrational reality. This is the present tense. And anything that is manifested, we love you very much, is old news. You say, no, my bank account, I just looked it up. It's reality. We say it's old news because you are not taking into consideration what you've put into your vortex of creation. You have to, as you look around your world, don't you see, even among your physical humans, such a diversity in the realities that they are living that there's got to be more to it than you have understood before? In other words, isn't there just an incredible disparity in what people earn for the effort that they offer? There are those who work for $8 an hour and $20 an hour and $50 an hour. There are those who earn millions of dollars. There are those who earn billions of dollars. In other words, how do you ever sort all of that out? Don't you have to accept that there's something else to the reality, to the point of attraction that maybe you haven't considered, that doesn't have anything to do with the what isness? Doesn't it make you want to start exploring what those who are really excelling, what those who are maintaining their wellness, no matter how many years they've lived in their body, what those who are maintaining their relationships, no matter how long they've been together, those that are maintaining their abundance, no matter what's going on economically, don't you want to know the true secret to what's going on in all of that? And we want you to understand that it's in this vortex. The secret is understanding that you are a vibrational being and that the what is reality is only the bouncing off place for what is present tense. We want to convince you that instead of looking and exploring and cataloging and pigeonholing with your eyes, instead of making all of the piles of wanted and unwanted, instead of looking at in a very conditional, loving way of this condition pleases me and this condition doesn't please me, therefore we need to get more armies and more wars and more containment. We need to control the conditions of the world. It's not working out very well, is it? We need to control the conditions of the world in order to affect the way we feel. When you discover the freedom in not needing to control any of those uncontrollable conditions, and instead you control something that is very controllable, which is your relationship with this real-time vortex of creation where who you really are is, and you discover the bliss of alignment regardless of the current manifestation, now you'll feel the power of who you are. And don't misunderstand us. The manifestations will follow. We're not trying to talk you into getting into this vortex where you just don't care how sick you are or how poor you are. We're not trying to get you to stick your head in the sand and live in this fairyland with us. We're wanting to show you the vibrational creator that you are, and we're wanting to point you in the direction, the only place where joy and clarity and who you really are is. It's a vibrational universe that we are all a part of. And when you get that and you start applying yourself vibrationally and you begin using your vibrational indicators to pay attention to how you're feeling, and you begin to direct your thoughts and you begin to practice the vibration from inside the vortex until you are chronically an inside the vortex person, people not in the vortex will stand back and look at you in amazement as you have at so many masters and geniuses and creators and entrepreneurs and people who are making the world a better place with their ability to attract. You'll be one of those. And people who don't understand will say, how is it that you are this special lucky one? And you will be able to stand in your knowing and saying, I'm not lucky and I'm not special, but I am in the vortex. I have trained myself into vibrational alignment with all that I've become. And further, I've discovered that anything less than being all that I've become isn't enough. I can't stand not to live up to the quality of love that life has helped me to carve out. I cannot stand to not live up to the quality of clarity that life has caused me to carve out. In all of my perusal through life experience, with every problem that has come into focus, solutions have come into focus too. And I can no longer abide in the vibration of questions and problems. I must be a vibrational match to the solutions. I must be all that I've come to be. I am a seeker of joy. I am a follower of bliss. I am the creator of my own reality, and I am keeping up to speed all day, every day, with each new piece of reality and creation that I carve out of this time-space reality in which I am immersed. You are powerful creators, and it is exhilarating beyond description to interact with you, to feel the fullness of the vortices that you have created, and to see you in vibrational proximity to it, and to know that it's just a little bit of vibrational tweaking that will make the difference between you being overwhelmed and feeling wonderful, that will make the difference between you feeling abundance and you not having enough. What do you want to talk about? Begin right here.